Hello everybody, this is Ken Witt from the Pixel Posse team, and it's time for another Friday Night Zen. So, today's subject is patience, and I thought it would be an excellent thing considering what kind of game we're playing, and how incredibly frustrating it can be at times. But, anyway, it's the 15th, day after Valentine's Day. I had an excellent Valentine's Day. I cooked for my Valentine some delicious Kung Pao chicken, which I had been wanting to cook for quite a while, and I finally did. It was awesome. So good, and she bought me, her gift to me was an Espeon hat. Oh god, I love Espeon, it's my favorite Pokemon. I don't know why I like it, it's just my favorite Pokemon. It is the best Pokemon. I don't care what you have to say about other Pokemon, it's the best Pokemon. Come on, right there. Anyway, onward with the subject of patience. First question, I guess, is most appropriate is, am I a patient person? And the answer would be no. No, I'm not. I'm not very patient at all. I could be a lot more patient, and I'd like to work more on my patience. Something that I think I should definitely work on. So, no, I'm not a patient person. I'd like to be a patient person. It's one of my goals, is to be a more patient person. Patient and understanding at that. So yes. No, not a patient person. But yes, I'd like to be a patient person. Something I'm working on. Yeah. Well, that was easy. Comment below some of your patience or lack thereof. Next question. What type of people annoy you? I think I'll have to say the kind of people that annoy me are the ones that aren't considerate of other people. Like, they don't pay attention to details, they don't do their best to try to understand another person. In my opinion, empathy is one of the most important things to have, even more so than patience. So, people who are unempathetic, those kind of people annoy me, and I have very little to no patience for them. Besides that, I can't really think of anyone in particular who really annoys me, except for someone who just doesn't understand, like, you know, I'm busy, don't bother me, leave me alone. Those people kind of annoy me, but I can handle that. What's next? What animal do you associate with patience and why? That's a tough one. That's a tough one. What animal do I associate with patience? I'd have to say a crocodile. Definitely a crocodile. They can just sit there for hours on end, waiting for prey. Sitting there like a log. And they can just handle, you know, anything. Weather, changes in environment, etc. Super patient. Perfect. Not really, I got 87%. As you can see, I ran out of patience with that one. I didn't want to stick around with it. What, do I have to improve? Nope. Not improving on those. I'm gonna move on. I don't have patience for that. What's the next question? Well, let's see, is there any other animals that I would associate with patience? Can't really think of any. Winnie the Pooh Bear. Besides him, no, nothing else. Does today's society and way of life encourage one to be patient? I'd have to argue no, it doesn't. We live in a fast-paced society full of, the ideas of entitlement and fast food and quick things just don't take our time anymore. So, I'd say no. Particular aspects of today's society, things like fast food, things like... Oh, I got an achievement. Things like fast food, things like, television, just not taking your time to relax and unplug can really, lead to the whole lack of patience. There we go. Okay then. Whew. Next question. How can one develop greater patience? Now, I don't claim to be some guru or some font of wisdom, so I certainly am not the end-all person to find patience, and I certainly am not someone who is very patient. So, I'd have to say, take what I'm about to say with a grain of salt. But in my opinion, what is a great way to increase your patience? I would say the way you breathe. Slow down your breathing. Relax. Breathe from your stomach instead of your chest. It'll give a, much more healthy breath for sure. And it'll slow you down and force you to pay attention to your own body, which I think is key to having patience. Next one would be exploring. I'd say wander a bit. Explore things. Learn new things. Pay attention to what's in your town. The key to this exercise, the point of that exercise is that when you explore, start to pay more attention to what's around you, and you realize how infinitesimally small you may have you really are. So any problems and issues that you may have just seem to disappear. And that sort of flows into the next aspect, is awareness is another way to develop your patience. I would say if you pay attention to things around you and to other people, it once again teaches you how small your problems really are. And how it's not the end of the world. Or, people can't bother you. So yes, patience. Be aware of what's going on. Pay attention to things. Great way to increase your patience. There we go. And the final one, the final key I'd say about being able to develop greater patience would be reflection. reflect upon things, meditate upon things, think about things, figure out why you're not patient, figure out what's causing you impatience, what's aggravating you. Think about stuff, know yourself, and it's really an important aspect of bettering one's life is to just know yourself. Learn about yourself, and think about your memories, your past. Don't dwell on it, not negatively, no. Just pay attention. Then I'd definitely recommend, meditation as well. Think about things, I'd say. Definitely think things over. No, don't stress. That's a key. By thinking things over, I mean paying attention to your thoughts. Don't necessarily delve into them, just watch them go by. Somewhat contradiction, but it's kind of how Eastern, beliefs are. But, I'd have to say the overarching question over here is, what is the value of patience? I'd have to say, patience is is an extremely important virtue and value to have. Being able to have patience is something not many people have, and is extremely valuable. Oh, come on. Yeah, alright. So, as to the value of patience, I'd say it would definitely greatly improve your health. Not being stressed out about such simple things. And I definitely say that it leads to a greater countenance. For sure. Your general happiness will increase, and very little things will bother you. So, today's quote, I'd have to say, from Mandino: practice the art of patience, for nature never acts in haste. Have a nice day, everyone. This has been Ken Witt from the Pixel Posse team.